So we're here in Atlanta Motor Speedway before changes in about for this thing. And because of changing in about for this thing, and because I just literally joined the group as well. As before, this is absolutely for 2010's NASCAR vehicles we have there. And the number 88 as well. Probably we got many more of these 2010's vehicles like Gran Turismo 5. Even this is absolutely going to be doing for about for these trials. So looks like 2010 season about for NASCAR, except there must be a splitter and against as well. And because looks like there must be the 0 number 1 for just about for this thing. And because this is absolutely that you where begins, it's always going to be to do like itself. And because that doesn't work for sprinting, and again says many more vehicles, there must be a WeatherTech vehicles is probably like Dodge vehicles available, and the Chevy Impalas does not look like available for this one. And because that must be the Scuadra 99, and because the Scuadra 99 is about for this number 12 Ryan Blaney is many more of these things. The number 6 and the Red Bull like these cars. The number 3, why those changes are just absolutely turning it so different, but many of these vehicles are looks like these things as well. So even there must be a 03 that I'm going to be choosing from. Here we are in Atlanta Motor Speedway before that does making any changes. And the fuel and top speed, and there must be a tires as well. And we're going to be making for about for this thing, and because that does count for fuel and tires, and because exactly that we're going to be doing for about for the replay broadcast, and because we're going to be going all the way down here for many more of these people. So unlikely if I'm just going to be trying to set about for these things as well. And I just cannot believe that we're going to be going all the way for all later in about for this thing. This is probably a slow handling in about for this vehicle. This is the 0 number 3, and it's absolutely some kind of Xfinity series. Now let's just gonna be trying to see about for this thing. I don't really think that does matters work. Now looks like the NASCAR is gonna be going around for 49 miles an hour, and the pit exit is gonna be going around for this thing. So looks like we're just gonna be ready to go. I don't really think the spectate menu isn't gonna be very like this thing as well. So looks like we have mixed it about for this thing. The TV3 or TV2 as well is gonna be reaching in about for just a little bit of top speed of just well. Now probably I should be able to get back into some kind of a little bit one moment. Now I'm pretty possibly that sure we're gonna be gaining about for the top speed about for 196 miles per hour. This is pretty perfect about for this thing. Now let's just gonna be going for a medium scale about the volume. Now that doesn't gonna be making even more like these things as well. It's probably too loud. Now let's just try reducements. I think this is absolutely pretty 200 miles an hour, and that was absolutely perfect. As the game called ASCA NASCAR series, and about for reaching all the way to top speed. So we're inside of Atlanta Motor Speedway. That the game called is the ASCA series, and about for this thing. I'm sorry, that is just gonna be went for bad luck at driving all over this way. So the television 1 is gonna be using for about for this thing. So looks like Monster Speeder is gonna be trying to take away for just gonna be going all the way down here. Keep on wall riding, and again for about for a most likely gravity like these things. So the grip enabled isn't pretty such as working in the means for it just anyways. So the working about for these gears and tires, and because this is only like this gonna be making for about work. Now let's just gonna be making on to the 5 gear. Now looks like this is pretty possibly that we're never gonna be trying for just gonna be going about for that one. So how many laps this we're gonna be going around? It's not just a lot of them, but many more recent lap times. That doesn't gonna be counts for many more of these vehicles. As you can see for this last time's video that we did here, that let me know down in the comments that we just eventually, and that how laps that I just eventually driven. So it looks like this is an accident over here, Now that does not matter as well. So looks like that doesn't gonna be fixing around for this thing as well. Television 1. I think this isn't gonna be going for much more fun than whatever it is. This is gonna be very reckless all over this track, as I'm just gonna be gaining back to speed to 196 miles an hour. Let's just say we're gonna be making without further notice. Now I have very noticed this, that I should be able to finish around for this many more laps by hitting walls or many like of these stuff as well. Now I'm probably going to be doing some kind of a proper way and about for these other kinds of vehicles without using a replay broadcast and about for this vehicle. NASCAR 2010 is absolutely probably for the ASCA NASCAR Racing Series, and about for the old years some kind of an ARCA NASCAR Racing Series and about for this time. And because we have taken for a most likely decades and about for the last season, by year 2023 this is actually the last season and about for this race. It looks like that should be taking about for 6,000 RPM. I'm probably not very sure that we're going to be going back into the pits at this one same time. That doesn't going to be making even matters worse. But for field and about for the NASCAR lap times, let's just try a clean way, and we're making for this very perfect 160, and we're not just taking about for this a top priority for this one. So let's just gonna be trying to hit the ball a little bit, and because it looks like we're just gonna be trying to make a little bit very slow, and because it looks like we're just gonna be making out for going up away, and that is how this is gonna be very slow, and it's gotta be something is very worse to go. Looks like we're in lap number 10, and that is the final lap of this race. I'm not sure this isn't gonna be going around here, and I'm not very sure. Let's take him back into the pits, and before that doesn't even matters around for just as well. And because the car will be decelerated back into the pits as we're going to be checking out of the NASCAR 13 season. So as we're going to be seeing for about for this legacy, I think this is absolutely some kind of Gran Turismo 5 reference, and about for this the number 24, and it looks like we're just going to be headed back into the pits, and the draft system is actually worked at about for over 200 miles an hour. Now let's just gonna be headed back into the pits. Not too soft, but the wet tires had literally even possible. Turn off the spectate menu, and because this is literally impossible to do like this one. And where is my number is literally as well. So this is the number 3, as we're gonna be pitting around here inside of this one. So the change tires is probably going to be used. All 4 tires must be changed around here. As you can see, some kind of sound effect, and we're just going to be going for ready for this time. And because actually the engine has been overheated, no, the 4 tires has been completed. Now looks like we're just going to be going back here. As you can see the lap times, wait, this is what I absolutely going to be to do like this. Over 30 to 40 seconds, over 60 seconds at about the lap time. And that doesn't even matter what is going to be to do. Now, let's just going to be pitted out of this race. And let's just going to be going out of this only one thing. Because what actually that I just never do, let's just going to be complete with about for this lap. Whatever we do, what is next? Let's just do what is going to be responsible for making anything of this 198 miles per hour. We're catching up for a draft zones as well. Now we're just going to be picking up speed and losing speed and hit the wall 2 times of some kind of spins and 3 times. We have undercussion for just only 1 decade, about 95% of fuel, without using replay broadcast. Now we probably never gonna be very sued, and there must be some kind of a prank wall over here for just some kind of trap. Let's just doing for a proper lap time. and we're never gonna be probably sure that we're gonna be going around for this quickly and hitting the red line as just well. And because we just eventually lose amount of lap times, and it just gotten worse about for going outside. Now even we're just gonna be look all the way for up here, so in event about for 200 miles an hour. So looks like I say this is pretty a little bit perfect. Now going outside first, and we probably not gonna be very sure that we're gonna be hitting around for the most likely lap times as well. 160 miles an hour. So very sure that 200 miles per hour is gonna be even perfect. Now go outside and lose the amount of lap times as well. And that is the worst thing that I just never gonna be coming from. 15 laps or 16 laps, we never tried to should be. Now we're just gonna be checking around in the middle, and we continue to go in about for just 200 mile per hour, like I guess. And we're just gonna be over 30 seconds about for this thing, like using the number 3. Probably this is gonna be over 15 minutes of this video, and this is eventually gonna be probably good. And that is the checkered flag over here. Now let's just gonna be trying to see about for the final results before hitting around for the corner cuts as well. And that is how the video ends, and probably the handling is extremely slow, and better yet try to fix itself even enough. And because that is how is gonna be very enough for this video. So let's just jump out of this video. I don't really probably sure that doesn't gonna be going out of this video. I'm not very sure. This is gonna be over 30 seconds, but 29 seconds of the course, and that is it for this video. I can't jump out of this video or jumping out of this vehicle, because I'm probably the best thing is reset the character and made it spin out. If you like for today's video, that make sure you leave a like and subscribe and click that bell that you enjoy here in Walking Home 600 and about for this video. And don't forget, this game is linked in the description down below, and don't forget to click that bell for about this ever that is just gonna be saying for thanks for watching that I just regained of this car back in the pits and bringing back home of this likely I say. Thanks for watching and all the support and about for this thing. And because it should be gonna be underrated as Gran Turismo 5 reference as well. And I should be gonna be saying that this is Turbo Concept is gonna be signing off in the flesh. That I'm gonna be see you perfect viewers and mini lads and nerds and geeks all later.